So let's continue with the reading of the poem and the paraphrasing. So, like I said, that in the first quartet, Elizabeth Barrett Browning likens her love to spiritual love. So it's the love of a mortal for God or for some divine, supreme divine. That's the kind of idea we get in the first quartet. In the second quartet, she contrasts the spiritual love with a very regular, everyday physical love, which forms the basis of any conjugal relationship, which forms the basis of, say, marriage or family life. So she says that my love for you is like the things we require every day. You know, the things that are very commonplace, that are maybe not very expensive, that are not very difficult to procure. But at the same time, if we don't have those things, then we start missing them. Then we start realizing that they are absent. So things that we take for granted, like for example, even maybe the water that we use every day, or the salt in the food, which probably is very easily available, but it's indispensable. It is absolutely necessary, but we do not realize it till we don't have it. So she says, I need you like every day's most quiet need. Most quiet need is there are needs and necessities in our life which we do not even express explicitly, or we are not even vocal about. Right. And by sun and candlelight would mean the contrast between the brightness of the sun and that of the candlelight, but again it also depicts what we need during the day, that is by sunlight, and what we need at night, that is by candlelight. Then she says, I love thee freely as men strive for right. So she loves this man with full freedom of her spirit and her being. And she is so intense and passionate, and she feels so strongly about this love, which is as strong as maybe some commitment which men have for some freedom or some right that they are fighting for. And then she says, I love thee purely as they turn from as they turn from praise. So here she's talking about humility in people, which makes them turn away from applause, which makes them turn away from fame or from acknowledgement, because they are just very pure in their intentions. They believe in working hard and not showing to the world what they are doing. So here she's talking about the purity of her love. So she brings in spirituality in her love. She brings in that indispensability in her love of everyday elements. Then she brings the element of freedom in her love, the element of power and commitment in her love. And finally, she also brings in the element of purity in her love, right? And there's a consistent use of similes to draw comparisons, especially if you look in the last two lines, that she compares the freedom with men who are fighting for some right, and she compares the purity of her love with those people who turn away from praise, that is, who do not have any selfish or self-serving intent when they take up and do some kind of good work.